Dixon, the receiver, to the top of the screen. Haskins on play action, looking for Dixon. He's got a step into the end zone. Touchdown! Haskins with time again. Open is Dixon. Caught it. Touchdown!
Ohio State and TCU, highest profile game in the Big Ten this week, and Johnnie Dixon comes in on a roll. A couple TD catches against Rutgers. He joins us now on the phone. Johnny, second straight year you've caught 2 TD passes against the Scarlet Knights. What do you like about that matchup?
I love the matchup. Just going out, just doing the best, doing what we prepare to do all week, So that's the biggest thing, just going in and executing.
The thing that stands out to me about you is the number of times you found the end zone. 23 catches over the last year in a couple games, 10 of them for touchdowns. To what do you attribute your ability to score at such a high rate?
I think it's just being in the game at the right time, honestly. I think any guy on our team can do the same thing if they're in at the right time. So I think that's just the biggest thing, and I'm taking advantage of every little catch I get.
You guys have a new quarterback, obviously, in Dwayne Haskins. How does his game differ from JT Barrett's game?
JT was more of like an all-around guy. He threw it and ran it. I think with Dwayne, it's just strictly pass. I don't think he really wants to run the ball that much, So I think that's his biggest. Well, we all know that is his biggest strength is staying in the pocket and being able to throw the ball. So I mean, that's just the difference between them both. Is he's just a pure passer.
So from your position, then, how does that change this offense and your approach to this offense?
I don't think it changes my approach or any of the receivers' approach. I think we approach the game the same way as we do. We practice hard, coming to game, expecting to make plays. So I think it doesn't really change that much for us. Maybe it changes for other people, but for us it's the same thing. Just coming in, preparing as hard as we can to be on the big stage.
Well, you are going to be on the big stage this week, taking on TCU. Give us a sense, as you've watched film on them, what has stood out about TCU's defense?
The DBs, they play very aggressive. I think this might be the most aggressive unit of DBs we play. But we also come in with a chip on our shoulders. I mean, we're not going to be pushed around. We come in, we practice hard. So we're physical as well, so we're prepared for the matchup.
You've had Coach Meyer back at practice here for the last couple of weeks. Has it gotten to the point now where it feels like business as usual again?
Yeah, I would say it'll feel even more usual when he's back, next week on the sideline during the game. But, yeah, it feels a little different. I mean, I think Coach Day, he took his role and he did it pretty well. He filled his shoes, and he kept the team together through camp and these first couple of games. So his role has been very big, and he has played it very well.
You mentioned keeping the team together. You're a fifth-year senior. What was your leadership challenge during that time?
I don't think it was too hard because I didn't have to take all the leadership on my own. We have 7 captains, so we have a bunch of guys that's really in the role as well. So it's not just on one person or 2 people, it's on a couple people. And even like the older guys, as you grow up older in the program, you're one of those guys that we expect to also have a leadership role. So it's not something that one person has to take on by themselves.
That being said, you had to lead in some way, shape, or form, again, as you say, collectively with your teammates. But what did you as an individual say to some of the younger guys as your team was going through what, from the outside at least, appeared to be some turmoil?
Well, I just told the young guys to stick through it, stick with it, because camp is always stressful for the younger guys. So I think it was just being there with them, because we room with those guys, we room with the younger guys. So every night, just maybe going through a call sheet with them and just telling them, just keep going hard as you can. I mean, guys, coaches, they realize that you're going hard and they appreciate it, and also the older guys.
Johnny, you've been impacted by injuries throughout your career. How has that shaped you as a person?
I think the injuries really show me who I am. A tough aspect, just some things I've been taught growing up, never give up. A big thing for me why I never gave up was people back home. I know they were looking at me for guidance, so I couldn't just give up on myself and really everybody else. So the injuries helped me push through and become somebody I am today.
Ohio State wide receiver Johnnie Dixon, best of luck this week against TCU, and thanks a lot for your time. Pleasure to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.